back to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do this fun spring look and bring a little bit of color back into your makeup routine. I know in the winter we all gravitate towards vampier looks, warmer. This one's still in the warm family, but it's got more bright pinks and reds and a little bit of brown in there, and then a fun burst of color on the lips that I think just breathes a little life into my creative soul. So yeah, this is a super simple, easy to get look. I didn't use a ton of eyeshadows, and I tried to keep the brushes minimal as well, just for kind of more everyday realistic makeup for you guys. I'm trying to kind of incorporate a little bit more of that into the looks that I do. So if you're liking it, please let me know, and if you like this look, then make sure you leave some comments below, hit the thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe. So let's get started. Okay, so I have the base of the face done as far as like foundation and concealer and setting powder goes. I also have my brows done, so we're just going to dive right into the eyes. We're going to go in with the Lorac Los Angeles palette. This is one of their Mega Pro palettes, number 3. This one is a lot of like pinky orangey tones. So I thought it would be nice to start with this palette for transition shades. So since I already have my eyes set with setting powder, I don't need to go in with any like skin tone shades, so I'm going to totally skip that and move straight into color. So I think for my transition color, and I'm kind of just flying by the seat of my pants today, I don't really have a plan for what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to start with tan, this color right here. It's kind of like a light brownish pink color. I'm going to take that on my Morphe M511 and just start defining the crease. And I'm not putting a ton of color down, just kind of mapping out where I want the others to go, and then I'm going to be flicking it out and kind of blending it outwards so that we get the kind of winged out effect to our eyeshadow. The next palette I'm going to go in with is my Lime Crime Venus palette. This one is a very pink and brown based palette with kind of a pinky gray right here. So the next color I'm using is Rebirth, which is this really nice coral shade. And I'm going to use a slightly smaller brush, which is the Morphe M441. And I'm just going to take that Rebirth color and kind of go over what we just did, just to add more dimension. Okay, so now I'm going to start deepening up the crease a little bit, and I'm going to go in with the color Creation from the Venus palette. I'm going to be taking that color on my Luxie 205 tapered blending brush. Start concentrating this on the outer corner and just the crease, and I'm going to be going just below that Rebirth color that I just put in, just because I do not want to cover it up. I just kind of want to blend the two into one another. And then I'm also just kind of flicking towards the outer edge just to make sure that everything is blended, and then it's kind of giving that lifted look. I really hope you guys can't hear this damn crow outside. That asshole has been honking around for like half an hour. There he is. Do you hear it? So to deepen it up just a little bit more in the crease area, I'm going to go in with the color Muse in the Venus palette, which is kind of like a nice brick red, and just kind of put that right into the outer V in the crease, just to give it a little more definition. And for that one, I'm going to be using my Luxie 227 blending brush. This one is a little bit smaller than the last one, and it's less tapered. It's more straight up and down. So for the overall lid color, I'm going to be going back into my Lorac palette, and I'm going to be using this kind of peachy champagne color right here called Cava. And I'm going to be putting that on a Luxie 211 concealer brush, which I'm going to wet. So I'm going to wet it with my Urban Decay Chill Setting Spray. You can use any type of spray, water, whatever. Just give it a spritz. Ooh, that sucker's bright. It's so pretty. And towards the front of the eye, I'm going to be carving out the crease, and then as I get further back, it's just going to kind of fade off into the pinks and reds. Holy shit. This is so pretty. This color is just gorgeous. You could use this as a highlight. It's probably good for people with lighter skin tones, but... So I'm just going back in with my 205 from Luxie and just making sure that the two shades are blended together. I did not add anything extra to the brush. I'm just feathering the pink into the champagne color. Okay, so I'm going to prep my eyes for my falsies. I'm going to go in first with a black gel liner so that I can kind of hide the lash band a little bit. So I'm going to be going in with my Inglot 77, which is just a black gel liner. Nothing super fancy. I'm going to be taking a Sonia Kashuk angled brush. Okay, so I just kind of want to let the gel liner and everything sit for a little while just to make sure it's dry. So I'm going to start working on the lower lash line. I'm going to go back in with my Luxie 227 blending brush, and I'm going to go in with Creation and Muse from the Venus palette and just put both of them on my brush at the same time and just start to pull that back and forth underneath the lower lash line. Then I am going to go in back to the Lorac palette and go in with this shade Bark right here, which is just kind of a nice soft dark matte brown, and just deepen up the lower lash line just a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to coat my rear lashes with some mascara. I'm going to go in with the Obvious Roller Lash by Benefit. The lashes I'm going to be using today are Featherette by House of Lashes. I've worn these a few times already, so they're already, you know, cut to the size of my eye and they're ready to go. So I'm going to go apply these off camera and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got the lashes on and now I'm going to go in and finish my lower lashes with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Just a quick little coat. The damn train's on its way. I hear it. It's coming back. I swear to God, every day they wait till I film, and then they come through, and then they come through 1,000 other times. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a palette to contour that I haven't used in a hot minute, the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is the original, baby, like the original in the cardboard, like hard packaging, and no removable pans. So that is that. We're gonna go vintage today. So I'm gonna use probably a mix of these two shades right here. And then I'm gonna, of course, use my Morphe E4, which is clean today, so. Ooh, dolls. I forgot how good these are. I feel like I'm cheating on Too Faced, but you know, just keeping my options open, playing the field. Hit the nose, take out it, snatched! Today for highlight, I'm going to do like a double hitter. Is that a word? Is that a term? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to go in with the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment and Luminizer. That is a freaking mouthful. But it is like a really nice gold cream. The only thing I don't like about this is you cannot take a small pump. Like, you have to take this much, and I don't need that much for my whole face. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. I'm going to go in with my little Micro Mini Beauty Blender. And I'm just taking literally like nothing, just a tiny bit. And getting my hair in the way. And then I'm just going to dot it and start blending onto the high points of my cheeks where I would put the same like powder highlights. Scratch that! Move back! I forgot to put a little bit of concealer on my nose to kind of like highlight and slim it out. So we're gonna do that. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin. This is Fair Neutral. So that's that. And I'm going to buff it out with a Morphe E20 just so I have some control over where it goes. And then pull whatever's left over up onto the forehead where I would normally highlight between the eyebrows and above that. So now I'm going to go back in with my Josie Maran highlight and just get a little on there and bring it up the bridge. Okay, so for powder highlight, I'm going to go in with the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to be using Prosecco Pop, which is this more gold color right here. I'm going to be taking that on my Morphe M601 fan brush. Oh! Holy shit! Hope this is showing up the way I'm seeing it because it looks so good. So good. Just hit that Cupid's bow on the tip of your nose. I'm just going to put a little bit on the bridge. I don't like to draw a ton of attention to my nose because I don't like it. Girl. Oh, yeah. So for blush, I'm also going to be using the Jaclyn Hill and Becca palette. I'm going to be going in with this Bright Burst. It is Pamplemousse? Pamplemousse? I don't know how to pronounce this. Pamplemousse? I think it's French. I don't know. This is a hell of a lot brighter and more red than I'm used to, so I'm hoping I don't look like a jerk-off in it. I'm going to be using my Morphe M527. And I put just a little bit on because I've never actually used this color out of this palette, so I'm just going to be super light-handed. It's going to go over some of the highlight lower on my cheek, but that's okay because I don't care if some of that gets wiped away, but as long as it stays up on the high points, I'm good. I'm Gucci. You're pulling it back into your contour so that you don't look like a jerked off. Okay, for inner corner highlight, I'm also going to be using the Prosecco Pop color from that palette, and I'm using my Luxie 217, which is a little domed pencil brush. And we're just going to pop it right in there. Okay, so that's it for the face and the eyes. I'm going to set with my Urban Decay Chill Spray. For lips, I'm going to mix a couple of shades today. That was rude. Jada. Okay, so the two colors that I'm mixing today are two of the mini studded kiss lipsticks from Kat Von D. These were from a holiday set. I'm not sure if they're sold separately as full-size lipsticks, but I'll look, and if I find them, I'll link it down below. The colors I'm mixing are Sexer and Halo. So Halo is going to be like a bright orange color, and then Sexer is going to be like kind of this Barbie pink. So first I'm going to lay down the orange color. I mean, God, how pretty is this little lipstick? Okay, so I have Halo on. Now I'm going to go over it with this bright Barbie pink color called Sexer. So yeah, this is the final look. I think it's very spring appropriate with the pinks and kind of the reddish colors, as well as the bright fun pop of color in the lips. I know in winter we tend to go with a lot of nudes and vampire colors, so I'm hoping this kind of brings a little bit of life to my makeup routine instead of just the same few looks that I kind of gravitate towards. So if you guys like this look, please make sure to leave some love down in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button. and let me know what kind of looks you'd want to see. I'm totally open to more simple looks, more dramatic, whatever you guys want to learn how to do. And if you have any specific palettes in mind, let me know. If I have them, I can work with them, or I can possibly buy a new one depending on what you guys are looking for. So let me know what you want to see, and thanks for stopping by. Bye guys!